were watching bandwagonmobile.com. The basis of these videos. Now, you were formerly a dancer. Not to say you don't dance anymore, but you were a ballet teacher, correct?
Yes, I was a professional ballet dancer and a dance teacher. I danced for 4 years in the Dominican National Ballet, and I was also a teacher over there. And I had no purpose of doing those videos more than just somebody asked me to do them for a website where they showcase girls that are really flexible.
Right.
So I was not expecting anything from them. I just thought they were really silly and that nobody will pay attention to them.
You know, that's the next thing I was going to ask you. What really was the purpose of these videos? Because I see them. You have an amazing body. You have amazing flexibility, but the buck stops there. I'm like, okay, now what? Do I try to do the stretches, or are the stretches just for men to view as, you know, a sexy girl stretching? Because they ended up on World Star. And with World Star, you know, they have the World Star bunnies, which are girls that, you know, pretty much they do the same type of modeling that you do, you know, Smooth Magazine, the semi-nude modeling. So, you know, with all the guests that come up here, I Google them. And, you know, the things that came up were the stretching. I said, wow, you know, great flexibility, great body. Now what? And then I kept Googling, and I came up with all different types of things. You know, you're doing modeling. What I want to know is, how do you really go from dancing in a classical ballet setting to where you are right now?
Yes, well,
it's a far stretch. It's a huge difference.
Yeah, definitely. When I came here 3 years ago, I decided to stop dancing because I was struggling with a few health problems.
Okay.
And I just felt like I was pushing my body to the limits. And it was just, I couldn't do it anymore. I was around like 15 to 20 pounds lighter than what I am right now.
Okay.
I was, like I said, I was very sick. So it was just, I felt like I couldn't do it anymore. So when I got here, I went to school for massage therapy. And I was doing like few modeling things inside, and I was a promotional model. I still working for some companies doing promotions. So that's what I was doing till all this became this.
You know,
so those videos hit.
With the whole ballet, dancing, Smooth Magazine, did exotic dancing, did stripping come about? Did you ever dance, whether it was here or the Dominican Republic?
No. I'm trying to get to learn some moves. I mean, just for my private life.
Oh, okay.
But no, I'm definitely not really good at the pole. I have tried to claim the pole a few times.
So you definitely tried already.
I have tried, but it really doesn't work.
Right.
No.
You're on the cover of Soulja Magazine, correct?
That's correct.
Correct. And there were some interesting, quotes from the interview that when I read it, I was just like, okay, so you're very open with your sexuality, and you blatantly talk about being a freak. Like, I'm a freak. I'm okay with being a freak, and I'm good with that. Okay. Well, one thing you did mention was you had sex 7 times in one day. Now that's pretty crazy, I guess, for, you know, maybe the average person maybe has like once a week, twice a week. You're having it 7 times a day.
Well, it's not exactly like that, but they were asking me how many times, what's the most times that I had done it.
Right.
And I was like, a few times. But they were asking me for a number, and I was like, well, I think that probably like maybe one day I hit like 7.
7 times.
Yeah.
Okay. Now.
But that was probably 1 or 2 occasions.
Right. Now, during that time though, whose decision was it to stop? Like, why didn't it go to 8? Why didn't it go to 10?
Because the day ended. It was time to go to sleep already.
so you would have.
Now that, you know, you're out there and so many people know your name, men, are they knocking down your door, let's say for dates? Are they sending you gifts? Are they sending you flowers? Has anything happened to you that you're just like, this is really incredible? You don't have to give me a name because I see that smirk, but I'm pretty sure you've received, you know, a gift that you're like, wow.
No, actually, no. I got flowers like 4 months ago.
4 months ago. You're playing with me.
No, I'm telling you.
I told you don't have to
no,
give me
I'm
some
sorry.
names.
No. I'm lying. I got flowers. Yeah, I got flowers like twice. So somebody did really. Yeah. People have done crazy things.
How does that feel? How does it feel going from someone that's unknown to someone that people are now constantly checking for? Are you ready for the scrutiny that comes behind being thrown into the public, into all the social networks, to people now probing, you know, did she do porn? Did she strip? You know, like everything that comes with now being a name that's out there.
Well, yeah, I mean, I have nothing, I'm pretty open with whatever I do on Twitter. I have a blog site where people keep in track with whatever I do on a regular basis. Okay. So,
are you ready for it?
Yeah, I have nothing, there's nothing really in my past that is embarrassing.
So let me ask you a question. As far as, you know, when people come up here, I like to Google them. I Googled you and I came up with about 5 or 6 different pages, and everything was a gossip website about you and Soulja Boy. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about your name being tossed out there? Or let me ask you a question. What does somebody behind the scenes have said, this is good, Rosa, let's do this, Rosa?
No. Actually,
was it planned or was it so coincidental?
No, it was, I wouldn't even consider it a coincidence. It was just something really stupid. Because Dre is my friend. We know each other for a little bit.
Okay.
We haven't seen each other in person that much. But the other day I was in LA shooting a music video for Chris Brown. I had 2 days off between one day and another to shoot. So I was really bored. Over there obviously I don't have a ride, I don't have a car. I don't know that much people. Everybody's really busy. So he hit me and asked me if I wanted to go and eat. I was with a few of my girls that were also in the video, and we went to eat. I usually wear this ring that my mother gave me.
Okay.
And I wear it there because the other side, it doesn't fit right.
Okay.
So we just took a few pictures.
So definitely there was never a relationship between you two.
No. You know, like I really don't like to talk about gossips and rumors, because they're usually just rumors, and I will feel I feel kind of embarrassed to be talking about a guy that I have never met, that I have never been on a date with.
That's also a question that everybody wants to know. But I heard that you are abstaining from sex until 2010.
That's right.
That is not a rumor. That is the truth.
That is true. Yeah, I broke up with my boyfriend like around 4 months ago, or 4 months, and well, I just, you know, when you're around so much people and they look like the wrong type of people, it's good to have like some limitations. So I don't feel like I'm missing anything right now. You know?
So you feel that that's the good move to make. Now, is anyone doing this with you? Like, do you have homegirls that are doing this?
They cheating.
The chat room, you know, they're talking about Rosa. One person says, I want to see Rosa get up. They want to see you. They want to see your body. You know, they're like, you know, we didn't log in to see someone with a jean jacket. Why don't you stand up? Take off that jean jacket.
You can take
she has got one devilish figure. Can we zoom out on that A-list radio camera? I want everybody to get a good shot. Turn around. That is one perfect body. Look at those buns.
I just gained a little bit of weight.
A little bit of weight, and we went to the right places. Yeah. Definitely went to the right places. You know, what I wanted to do was, I wanted to set Georgette up with Rosa, and maybe you could teach her some of your flexing, some of your stretching techniques. Sure.
That's interesting.
See Rosa Acosta and Georgette. You know, that's perfect for you, Miss Ballerina, Miss Sexy Ballerina yourself. Let's see some of that stretching. Come on, do the body.
Well,
you're doing it to A-listradio.net, and you're watching the lovely Rosa Acosta. She's doing some of her, you know, signature stretching techniques. Then, you know, she has these videos where you can definitely catch her. And you know what, Georgette,
it's not that hard.
It's definitely Georgette, come on. Make Laura proud. If Laura was here, she would be.
I have to flip my hair in the signature.
You know what? Zoom in.
Rosa Acosta way.
This Rosa Acosta, I've got to give it to her. She has got one incredible body. Thanks for being such a great sport.
I'm good.